What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Icy. My name is Splattercat. Happy to have you here today, as I think we get ready to murder some guys who threaten me because I have pride. Is that what it's called? I don't know. I don't like being threatened. It makes me upset. You got 11 damage? Jesus, bro. Yeah, they definitely buffed that. They made it so you never succeed at finding. I got all kinds of wilderness experience, too. Look how good I am at hunting and stuff. You'd think I'd be pretty good at, like, digging holes, since that's really all it requires. In order to, like, survive through the night in the winter. You kind of just dig a hole next to a tree. And then if you got thick clothes on, you'd be fine. You'd be good. You'd be all good all day long. So let's go ahead and do this thing. We're going to grapple upstairs. And then we get attacked by a lynx inside of an apartment building. I guess it's better than being attacked by a cougar. I am going to shoot the lynx in its face. It runs away and leaves a blood-stained trail. Hooray. We got a hammer, a torch, a lockpick. That's good because I'm tired of blowing stuff up. I could definitely use a simpler way to get things done here. And so now we needed to go down and talk to the Naked Lady Church, which sounds pretty awesome. So that sounds like a trip that I am going to heartily volunteer for. I volunteer. I volunteer as tribute. While you're traveling, you suddenly find your group surrounded by some bandits. They're well equipped and ask you to pay a toll, otherwise they will kill you, or I will stab them in the face. You get to threaten me. I threaten you. That's right. We did 96 damage. You did like nothing to me right now. And what is this? I can't click anything right there. It's a little unfortunate. Alright, well that was a bug. Whatever. They're now dead. We killed every single enemy. Was it worth it for those 35 bullets? You just died over nothing. I still think it's lame you don't get loot when you fight bandits. I still think that's like in the entire game, that's the thing I find the lamest. It bothers me the most. So I still can't hunt out of this? What about hunting in here? Can I hunt in here? Because if I can't, this is about to be a real bad trip. I don't know why they block you off from hunting as much as you want in forests. Like, that's such a weird mechanic. It's also a mechanic that makes no sense because, like, you hunt one time over here, and that means you can't use the forest for the rest of the time. I don't know. It drives me nuts. There are a bunch of random little things in this game that drive me crazy. We need to use a torch to explore the room. Gives us binoculars and a little bit of fuel. Especially given the fact of how fast your food goes down. Like, it's a constant problem. I don't think we can hunt inside of here, so we need to go over to this side and maybe just hope that they'll trade with us. I don't know. We're in a dark area of the forest. Let's go over here. We're going to get a bear trap. And then we're going to shoot the bear in the face with a gun. And that's going to give us 10 food, which will be enough to get by for like 12 more seconds. The temple! We can go to the inner temple or the common hall. Let's go to the common hall for right now. You enter into a big underground hall full of paintings on the walls. There are a few people here. It seems like it's some sort of inn for the white people. It's an inn for white people. Let's see. Approach the two talking girls. We've got talk to a lonely man, talk to the hall master. He's just a hall monitor. He's just a more dignified hall monitor. He's in charge of other hall monitors. He calls himself the hall master. He's not that important. A middle-aged tattooed man greets you with a nod of his head. Hello, traveler. What can I do for you? Is there something that you need? Oh, we can trade? Well, do you have foodles? Like oodles of foodles? Because I'm starving to death, right? Oh, it's cheap, too. Well, damn, son. Maybe I should go all in on that. Give me all your food because I need it very badly. Very, very badly. And then that's expensive right there. Okay, I follow. I follow. It's all good. I will follow you. I will sell some binoculars. Oh my god, we're breaking out even. What a lovely day to be us. I'm also going to sell a couple of those sewing kits because I can't convince myself that I actually need that much. Give us money! And so we have all of your food and all of your monies. As a society, we have defeated you. In the greatest, most mercantile sort of way. Do I have any ropes left? I have 2 ropes, and I have a couple of grapples left. Well, 4 ropes and a couple of grapples left. So technically, I could get away with buying a few grapples right now. You guys have any badass guns or anything? Like, you guys got any crazy, like, Indian guns with runes on them that'll do all kinds of damage or something? No? Alright, then I'm just going to take some of your ropes because I like having ropes. They allow me to get loot. They make me happy. And so now that I have your food, to the inner temple! You head to the inner temple, a massive underground hall that's illuminated by the same white substance that the white people tattoo on their skin. Don't ask, you don't want to know. A woman with strange headgear and a wooden rod approaches you. Welcome to the inner temple, travelers. And welcome to you, Genevieve. I'm glad to see that you brought the strangers with you. We will show them how the world looks through our eyes. Let's just keep them away from the most fanatic priest, Master. I don't want them to think that we're just a bunch of crazy lunatics. I can understand how the most zealous among us can be insistent, but at least they understand our principles of nonviolence. But let's forget about this trivial matter, and let's give a proper welcome to the guests you brought to our most sacred temple. That means there's other temples that are less sacred? Does that mean there's a least sacred temple? Take him to the least sacred temple! I'm like, well, damn, that actually loses something. I am the White Master. That is the name of the mother gave me when I accepted her call as the first of her priests. My old name and my old self, those things are no longer. But please, feel free to talk to me. I'm sure you must be also full of questions and thoughts about what you see around you. I actually met the White Master one time, but then the NAACP put me on a list, and so I had to be like, well, I can't hang out with the White Master anymore. I didn't know. He seemed like a nice guy. He bought me Burger King. I was excited. I just wanted Burger King. I was just kind of hungry. Why am I here? I'd like to know why why do you wait, what? Why do you wanted me? Why do you wanted me? I'd like to know why you wanted me to come here. Let's say that we, the white people, travel a lot around the Vale and even outside of it. We quickly discover that the existence of Eden, a relic of the past way of life that we're trying to reject. There's some weird sentences in this game. There's some odd sentences where I just look at them again. I'm like, just move this over. I don't know. It's because I'm anal about grammar. I'm not a grammar Nazi. I wouldn't say that. But I definitely, like, I'm not a dick about it, I guess, when it comes, like, I don't correct people on forums and stuff. We believe that the ancients were punished for their sins, and therefore, we abandon their ways if we want to survive. Nature, our mother, gave us a gift to survive in this new cold world, and with this gift, we no longer need to stick to the simple ancient ways to survive. We can create new ways, honorable ways, ways that are infused with honor. We won't attack the Eden. We're not savages who don't value human life. We just don't want Eden's influence to spread either. That's why I wanted you to come here. Let me talk to you about our ways, our beliefs, and our knowledge. I will show you the ancient world, or why it must be forgotten in order to achieve a superior state of being. Alright, keep it short. I will. More than 50 years ago, a man discovered this cave and the blessed fluid that allows us to survive in this frozen world. He understood that sinful conduct led the ancients to the apocalypse and brought the great cold upon us. He also understood that nature, our mother, provided us a way to survive. The ancients exploited nature. We live instead under her rules. That's why Eden and what it represents must be forgotten. Our mother won't allow mankind to abuse her, just like she didn't allow the ancients to keep destroying her garden. I know it may sound crazy to you, but think about it. The ancients were unable to survive to the apocalypse and their civilization collapsed. We are, and while you're trying to recover something that's already lost forever, we're creating the foundation of a new, better human civilization. Just think about it. I can't expect you to accept it right now, but if you will think about it, you will see the truth behind my words. I am a fan of human nudity. I will say that. Being naked in nature is pretty awesome. It's one of my favorite things in life. I had to talk about that with, I think it was Slosh. I was talking with Slosh Gaming on Twitter because he posted a picture for National Naked Gardening Day or Global Naked Gardening Day or something. And I was like, yep, there's nothing better than being naked in nature. Just being out in the forest nude like a big old white monkey. And be like, hey, how's it going, tree? Hey, what's going on, deer? You're naked. I'm naked. That's pretty awesome. Enjoying, I don't know, skinny dipping's pretty awesome too. Maybe it's just the hippie inside of me, but I'm not really sure. Just being naked is awesome. I can't think of a lot of situations where being naked would not be awesome except for this one right here. And they've got fluids for that. The white tribe, we've got fluids for that. There's the marketing phrase. I think it's all crap. I will think about it. As you said, it just sounds a little strange right now. Of course, take all the time that you need. The only thing I'm asking you is to keep an open mind about it. Ask Genevieve. She is a wise one and could help you see the truth behind our philosophy. I will leave you now, hoping that you soon will be able to see the wisdom of our ways. The hall is empty and you can't do anything but walk away. That's how you end a conversation right there. Let's talk to the lonely man. The man seems to be at least 30 years old. He seems sad and is drinking some alcoholic beverage from a wooden cup. What do you want, Trav? So clothes are sinful, but wooden cups are not? Shouldn't you just drink your liquor out of your hands like an ape? You don't seem so happy. Because I'm drowning in sorrow right now. The love of my life has been killed in cold blood by some raiders. I don't even have a little memento of my love. I wanted to go back to search for something, even a necklace. But I just can't go back to where it happened. And now I'm here, drinking until I pass out, and then I'll start again tomorrow. They took everything away from me, and I have no reason to live anymore. You need any help? What, you want to hold my cup for me? Are you willing to travel to the place where everything happened and try to find something that belonged to my beloved one? Well, I was thinking about drinking with you, but okay. I don't have much to offer as a reward, but I could vouch for you if you're willing to join us, and I could give you a gun I found some time ago. It looks nice, but we don't use such things. The man takes a map and shows you where he was attacked. Here, but they'll use maps, obviously. Here, right here. I hope you will be able to find something. Doesn't it seem like a weird arbitrary line they're drawing, though, between things that, like, are offensive to nature and things that are okay? Like, he uses a map. He obviously likes having a shoulder pauldron, so either he was really into World of Warcraft, or they're allowed to have shoulder pauldrons here. He's just nude from everywhere else, though. It's just the shoulder pauldron. It wouldn't bring my beloved back, but at least I'll have something to look at in my darkest moments. I will help you, do not worry, random individual that I just met in a bar. You see a trace of solace on the man's face, will you? Thank you, I can't do that by myself. Thank you very much. Good luck with that, kind stranger. There's some girls over here. Let's go talk to some girls. Please, stranger, leave us alone. We have important matters to discuss. Don't take it wrong, it's just private things that we'd rather keep between ourselves. Well, fine then. I didn't want to help out with your naked lady problems anyways. I guess we'll go down southwards. Although clearly by their portraits they weren't naked, so I don't know if they're following the same rules. Geneviève's just like this rogue person. She's just nude all the time. Everybody else is like, I don't know why she doesn't put on clothes. She just doesn't. I'm going to use a rope to go to the upper floor. We found 3 fuel, a shovel, a hammer, 1 bullet, and 2 drugs. Yay, drugs! Let's continue walking to the south. You reach the place in which you've been asked to search for the missing lover, but despite your efforts, you can't find any trace of a fight. You cover the area at least a couple times, but you don't really find anything useful. Suddenly, you see some smoke rising from the woods 10 minutes away from your position. Investigate the smoke, see? You always think that it's a good time for 420 blaze it moments, but then somebody's chasing you, following you through the darkness with a gun. It takes you a few minutes to reach the source of the smoke. Once there, you see a small camp of survivors. There are just 5, and one of them belongs to the white people. This is weird. You walk towards the camp without a weapon, and they immediately notice you. As soon as they realize you're not hostile, they relax. You see a man coming to you. Greetings, travelers. What brings you here? He clearly does not look like a threat. This guy looks like he's about to fall, and it looks like his name's Melvin. I'm searching for someone belonging to the white people. A man asked us to search for the body of his lover. You see the man of the white people standing up with a sad expression. I am the one that you were looking for. A man asked us to search for his lover, so I thought we were looking for a woman. A sad smile appears on his face. Yeah, that's understandable, but some men fancy the company of other men. He sighs deeply before speaking. I thought he wouldn't have, or I guess he would have never come back, and in fact he didn't, but he sent someone else to search for me. I just pretended to be attacked by some bandits. I needed an excuse to run away from him and from the white people. I didn't want to break his heart, running away from white people. The fact is that I didn't like living among the white people, and eventually I understood I don't like men either, at least not in that way. Not really. Wait, you changed your mind? Did you just change your mind about your sexual taste? I don't know. I feel like this conversation is leading places. He sent us here to recover something that belongs to you so that he can have a memento of yours. I imagine that. Here, I'll give you a necklace. He'll surely recognize it, but we need to figure out how to solve this. Well, what now? What should I tell him? Please don't tell him I'm alive. I'll give you my necklace. Take it to him and tell him you found it on my dead, rotten body. He'll be sad, but he'll have closure and go on with his life. I don't want him to mourn me forever, but I can't tell him the truth. He would never let me go. Okay, I'll do as you say. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Here, take my necklace and bring it to him. It should be enough. He puts a hand on your shoulder. Thank you. You are truly kind, and I won't forget you. You leave the camp and walk away with the necklace in your hands. In your hands. I found a necklace. Let's see. We could drop some food on the ground and run. What? Shoot them with guns in the face. They surrounded us. The wolves were better at ambushing than we were. All of a sudden, a wolf is running at one of your companions. Use your gun to shoot him. Give me some time to blow the wolf down. Okay, so we got 12 meat right there and a little bit of fur. That's all that was left after we got done shooting him. Just a little bit of fur. Let's go back to town and see what we can accomplish here. We're getting tasks done right now. We're getting them done. Got a little bit of fuel. I should probably buy more, but it's expensive. I don't know. I don't need to go to the inner temple. I needed to... Okay, she doesn't need my help with it. She has an awesome headdress, so I assume that she'd probably be able to give me some pretty bitchin' loot. Let's talk to Lonely Man. Yes, I found his necklace. Do you think he suffered? Did you manage to find something to bring me? He didn't. He died soon after the first shot. Let's just give him the necklace. The man looks at the necklace and starts weeping. Thank you. At least I have something of him to keep with me. He's that crazy ex right there. He's the one that just can't let go. Sitting there crying. Lurking on your Facebook, just being like, so what you doing today? I'd be like, why are you on my Facebook right now? This is why I put it on private. Go away. I don't like you. Here, take this gun as a reward. It's better that you have it than me, that's for sure. He wipes away some tears with his hand. Thank you again. Now, please, leave me alone with my thoughts. The man stands up while keeping his eyes on the necklace, then slowly walks away. He had an experimental period. At least his lover did. I don't know. I don't know how these things... Ooh, we get to hunt again? Ooh, I like that. Let's hunt again. I'm gonna shoot some deer with a gun, and it's gonna be fun. We're gonna get that meat. Gonna save someone. He's in my party. He's in my party. He's always getting stabbed by deers in the face. Alright, so we've got a couple of furs. We got some meat, actually. We got a lot of food right now. God damn. We got all kinds of food going on. Alright, well, I don't know what I should do with these people. Like, I don't know if I should side with them. It looks like I've already talked to everybody. Joining the white people does seem like a pretty good call because they've got that super cool stuff that makes us not cold anymore. And then we could just live, you know, in a tribal fashion for the remainder of our days, which was actually pretty swell. If you've studied Native Americans, it was pretty awesome to be a Native American. Like, they had a lot of leisure time. Like, that was one of the things that Protestants thought it was sinful because Christians at the time were of a mentality that, like, he who does not work does not eat, and that, like, it was man's great responsibility to, like, till the earth and, like, tame the soil and all that sort of stuff. And so that's, in general, why they looked down on Native Americans, because they had lots of leisure time. Like, what they would do a lot of the time, like, some tribes, they'd go out and they would gather acorns, and they would hunt for a season, but then they would have, like, a massive surplus of food and, like, acorn cakes and things like that. And so they would just, like, take 3 months off, like, 4 months off, like, in the winter or whatever, when you couldn't do anything. And that's why they had lots of developed storytelling and songs. And it seems like, how many of you guys get 4 months off a year, and nobody kicks you out of society? Sounds pretty awesome to me. 4 months off a year, and all you gotta do is go hunting and fishing every single day. That sounds like a vacation to me. Hunt, fish, and then take 4 months off. Like, woo! It was so difficult doing these recreational activities. You start gathering the few useful things you find when you see a collapsed path blocked by rubble and debris. Use forth the shovel! Hey, we got some cigarettes. That's pretty cool. I do enjoy a fine stogie every now and again. I've been trying to stop, though. I've been trying to stop. Like, I'm not, like, it's a weird conversation to have because people are always like, when I have this conversation. I'm not like a smoker. I would say that I probably smoke, like, maybe, I would say, like, maybe 6 Black and Milds a month. Maybe. Like, every 5 or 6 days. Does that make me a smoker? I don't think so. I mean, if you wanted to be... Oh, there are mutants. We gotta fight them. Engage them in a melee brawl. Yeah, get Smash Brothers on that ass. Also Smash Sisters, because we got lots of girls in here. Anyways, that's why everybody keeps attacking us, because we have lots of girls in our party, and they aren't respectful. You go to the lower levels, but the stairs are all messed up. Let's go ahead and use a rope. We got a torch and a shovel and some fuel and some drugs. Hooray! Yeah, I don't know if that makes me... I guess if you really wanted to be pedantic about it and take it down to, like, the root verb, the act of smoking, therefore, makes you a smoker, I guess. But I don't know. I don't consider myself one. Like, I don't Jones for it. Like, I don't get cravings or anything. It's just a thing I enjoy doing at, like, 2 in the morning so that I can't sleep for the rest of the night. I didn't know that cigarettes were a stimulant. I thought that they, like, made you relax. They do not make you relax. They make you more uptight. I was like, well, damn, that explains a lot of things. Let us talk to Eveline. Eveline smiles at you when you enter her room. Hey, did you finally find some time to chat with your friend? Let's ask about rebels. I don't like it, not at all, but Vernon gave us no other choice. He controls the Eden and we're under his dictatorship. That's why I decided to help Boris. We're just a few people, but we only need to open everybody's eyes and take Vernon out of the game, and then we'll start to build a new future for all of us. What about Boris? I started to be worried about you the day you two decided to be outside agents. Worried and maybe a little envious because I always wanted to see the world out there. Boris saw the decadence of our home, our home, there's no Y right there, and decided to do something about it, recruiting people like you and me to oust the leaders and open the Eden to the world. He always had this passion and those ideals that moved him and gave him the energy to struggle against the whole world. I just hope we'll manage to win the fight. Okay. Well, I guess we're good right there. Boris, do you have anything? You walk into Boris's room and he greets you with a warm smile. Hey, how are you? Is there something you needed to tell me? It's about the wolf pack. Did you manage to kill or at least neutralize them? We can't risk them being on Vernon's side. I took them out. They will no longer be a problem of ours. Nicely done. Now that we're sure they won't get involved in this already complicated situation, you did a great job. I knew I could count on you for this. Now you just need to keep up with your act. Keep working for Vernon, earn his trust, and be careful. He's a smart son of a bitch. Okay. Well, let's go back to Vernon if I can... There's Trevor. Who is Trevor? You enter Trevor's room. Why am I just able to walk into people's rooms? Like, it seems weird that I can just burst into any room that I want. Nobody's like, hey, I'm having my private time. Like, it's just somebody burst into my room randomly without asking. I'm like, yo, you can't do that. Time to talk to Vernon. I hope you have an important reason to come here. I'm not in the mood. You said that last time. Alright, let's report about the outsiders. Good, I want to know every important detail. We need to face this issue with intelligence. We can't afford a war and the damage it could bring to our home. I met the white people and visited their temple. Yes, the technology haters. We don't know much about them, but I hope that a bunch of barbarians armed with sticks won't be something that we should have to worry about. They won't be a part of the fight. They'd like to shut this place down, but they don't seem violent enough to do it. That's good news. We don't want any more enemies. After all, a mighty ancient empire fell because of barbarians. What about the other threats? I need a good overview of the situation to be able to think about a decent plan. Well, I visited the mercenaries and talked with their leader. They're clearly the highest threat to the safety of Eden. I want to know everything about them. We need to prepare to defend our home at any cost. They are many and dangerous. They have enough men to pose a serious threat to our defenses, and they won't stand back. The war is unavoidable. Interesting. And what about the other groups? We may defeat the mercenaries, but we can't let them gather allies. Well, there is a delegation of people out there that have come from some nearby settlements. That one seems peaceful, but we can't know where their desperation will drive them. We can't allow any alliance between them and the mercenaries. They want to deal with Eden. They came here with peaceful intentions. I hope you told them that this is the worst moment to show up for something like that. At least they're not willing to attack our home, and that's something. Good. Well, I think about the best strategy to follow. I just lied to him. I know that they're totally going to join the mercenaries. I now need you to hit the traitors that are outside of Eden. Some agents betrayed our cause, and I want you to kill them. Meet my loyal agent Malcolm at those coordinates, and don't pretend to be surprised. I know you're in contact with them, but I'm offering you the chance to do the right thing. How can you say that? Because we have no other choice. The Eden isn't ready to face the outside world, and we need time to adapt and prepare ourselves. We can't just open the gates and pretend that everything will be fine. You can see it for yourself. You see how the mercenaries come here driven by greed and despair. One day Eden will be open, that's certain. We can't survive on our own, not for much longer, but we need time to prepare for that day or people will just keep attacking us. Maybe we'll easily defeat the mercenaries, but how many assaults can we endure? We're not ready to let the world know about this place. No, I guess I have no choice. We all don't. You have the coordinates, just find Malcolm and follow his lead. Sadly, this time we have no other choice than to kill our own brothers and sisters. So can I rat them out? Oh man, they're not even gonna give me the option. I am all about red factions and rebellions. I love that shit. It gets in my blood. I'm like, yeah, vive la resistance. We can do this. We can do this. Alright, we're gonna walk over to here. And while we go, I'm gonna end the episode right here. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me at the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Icy. I will see you all in the future. Hi, do everybody.